Welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host, Advocate Tulo Hoyani. Today I'm coming from the port city of East London in the Eastern Cape. It was just another day, another week in South Africa, and another week of violent confrontations between criminals and the police. This time, suspected kidnappers, about four of them, were gunned down in East London. This is how it all happened. Police were tipped off that there was this gang which was terrorizing people in and around the Tanzania area and adjacent places. They then made a follow-up to try and arrest this gang. When they got to where this gang was supposed to be found, there was a high wall around this place where these thugs were living. But then, after some effort, the police managed to scale over that wall, and the criminals started fleeing through the back, entrances. In the process of the criminals fleeing, they then started firing back at the police, and the police then had to fire back. And four of the criminals were shot dead on the spot, and another was arrested. This is the South Africa we live in today. Violence, day in and day out, has become part of our lives. In an earlier episode, I indicated that shooting to kill by the South African police has now become a norm. We are now operating on a totally different terrain. Criminals are armed to the teeth, and they will not hesitate to shoot at the police. And similarly, the police are out there and they will defend themselves. And if they have to kill the criminals, so be it. So it is that the cycle of violence goes on and on and on and on without any end in sight. We are living in a dangerous country. Something has to be done urgently to address the scourge of crime, especially violent crime. There are too many illegal firearms just doing the rounds. Almost every second criminal these days is armed. Minister Senzo Mchunu has a job to do here. Something must urgently be done. We cannot just live like this. So it is that four are dead, and no sooner had this incident occurred, Premier Oscar Mabuyane then congratulated the police for a job well done. I don't know whether this is, has become so entrenched in our society. Violence has become so entrenched in our society that, the police, now that the police have killed four people, you have the Premier of the Eastern Cape congratulating the police for a job well done. In other words, saying to them, this is the way it must be done. And I don't know what the implications of that would be, but a possible implication of that would be, to encourage the police to be trigger happy. I'm not suggesting that, the police are trigger happy in all circumstances, but if some message, some congratulatory message like that comes from somebody like the Premier, reckless police here and there might just get trigger happy and start shooting when it is not necessary to do so. I am not even suggesting that I've come across a case where the police just went out to shoot recklessly, but the possibility is there because there are always two sides to a story. And in this kind of things, you always get the version of the police that, the criminals were shooting at us, and so we had to shoot back, and that is how they died. That is one side of the story. Like they say, the old saying goes, dead men tell no tales. But we need to discourage this kind of conduct as much as possible. and to ensure that with every killing, there must be an investigation or an inquest into what really happened. Because in the odd case, you might just find that somebody somewhere was reckless and did not have to shoot. But self-defense by the police is perfectly justifiable. We live in a violent society and the police have to handle this violence violently. Having said that, let me congratulate you once more for the views that are coming in. Please click on the subscribe button and subscribe. This channel needs your support, and thank you.